camping encounters. Type 1 if you're camping literally right now.
A user named Phil has been uploading videos of his hiking trips to his channel Hike Slam, where he gives his viewers a glimpse into everything he does to prepare for a long hike, camp alone in the middle of the woods.
Because this right here, we're going to see actual footage of something scary happening, but the ghost videos, you're like, okay, it's just fake.
Choose the right hiking gear, and pretty much everything related to the outdoors. On the night before Thanksgiving 2021, Phil went on an overnight hike to camp on the Appalachian Trail near his house in Virginia.
By yourself, Appalachian Mountain Trail camping.
For the first half hour of his hike, things kick off pretty normally, but after a while, he finds some odd-looking trash lying on the side of the trail. Strangely, there appears to be some writing on some of the containers he finds, which appear to be songs. To imagine why anyone would go through the trouble of writing out entire songs or poems on a plastic container, only to later throw it on the side of the trail. As he crosses the boundary into the wilderness...
Wait, hold up! You run this by me again, I'm lost! So this dude's going camping by himself in the Appalachian rainforest or whatever it is. Okay.
For the first half hour of his hike, things kick off pretty normally, but after a while, he finds some odd-looking trash lying on the side of the trail. Strangely, there appears to be some writing on some of the containers he finds, which appear to be song lyrics, though it's hard to imagine why anyone would go through the trouble of writing out entire songs or poems on a plastic container, only to later throw it on the side of the trail. As he crosses the boundary into the of disturbing notes,
the weirdness continues.
And so at this point, you're still continuing to go farther into the woods by yourself to go camping. After you're seeing all of this, you're still going. Dalen with the 5, thank you.
What the?
I mean, chat, you're turning around if you see that. Well, first off, I know ain't none of y'all going camping in the middle of the woods by yourself anyway. But say you was, you're turning around.
And there's a dead duck here.
Oh, R.I.P. to that duck.
Some of the notes appear to contain cryptic poems, others seem to talk about pretty in-depth conspiracy theories and undercover federal agents or something, and the rest appear to be biographical, with whoever wrote them telling parts of their story. It's tough to confirm if the person who wrote the notes was the same person who killed the duck, but honestly, it would be too much of a coincidence for the dead duck to be lying right there next to the series of creepy notes, which were obviously placed there recently considering they're in good condition and not wet. After taking in the eerie scene, Phil notices a tarp and a fire next to a campsite about 20 yards away from the notes and the dead duck. Staying as far away as possible from the campsite, he continues making his way up to a shelter. Although this next part wasn't caught on camera, Phil then reported that he saw 2 women coming down the trail with their dog, asking him if he had seen the guy who was leaving the creepy note.
What are you doing out here, bro? Bro, go home, man.
And dead animals on the side of the trail.
Yo, Pickle with the 5.
When Phil mentioned he saw a campsite and a fire a few yards away from the notes, the woman got scared and asked him to walk back to their car with them.
Oh no.
Thinking it was probably a good idea to move as far away as possible from the campsite anyway, Phil went back with them and then started hiking.
Oh, this dude ain't got no offense to this dude, but you ain't got no survival skills. Golly, it's like you asking to get murdered out here.
Other direction to find a safer place to spend the night. Fortunately, the rest of his hike to the new shelter was a lot more uneventful for Phil, and once he got there, he was able to set up a camp for the night, light a fire, and enjoy his dinner miles away from the disturbing notes he found. A few minutes later...
That burrito looked good, though. I'm not gonna lie, that thing looked good. He eating good out there. What's that, El Monterey?
Once it got dark, Phil decided to go into the shelter and check out the camp log and see some of the notes and stories other hikers had left behind, and that's when things get extremely creepy again.
I'm gonna check out the shelter log here. I hang out by the fire. Almost every shelter on the Appalachian Trail has a shelter log where people write in their trail names and what's going on. They can write whatever they want in there.
Okay, cool.
So it's kind of cool tradition here.
Is it?
So let's see what this one says. Little engine, back section. Hiking again finally. It's nice and little trail magic. Ah, some comics and writing and stuff.
Keep in mind, this dude's in the middle of the woods, by yourself, middle of the night, camping.
All right, let's see what's happened recently. Holy crap.
Man, this is fake!
Well, I'm adjust the camera here. This writing looks almost exactly like the writing that was on that garbage a couple of miles from
You're
here.
a liar.
Even though the shelter where Phil's currently staying at is more than 2 miles away and on the other side of the road from the previous one, the handwriting in the camp log is exactly the same as the handwriting that was on the notes and garbage on the other side of the road. This is pretty disturbing in itself, but it gets even more so when Phil starts to actually read some of the content in the logbook.
In 2018, while I was incarcerated at the Okaloosa County Jail. What the heck?
Yo, Dragon with 25 gifted. Yo, give me some W's for Dragon with 25 gifted. Appreciate you, Dragon, with the 25 gifted. Thank you, Dragon. Why are you dragging it? Won't you just carry it instead?
In solitary confinement, I figured the following out. Refer to Isaiah 28:15 through 9.
So you mean to tell me some dude that was in jail and solitary confinement went out here in the middle of the woods and started writing?
This is the same ramblings. Kind of scary. It was weird. Different direction. Like an attempt.
Hey, bro, you reading too
The
much.
felon walking around the woods leaving dark and weird notes all over the place is extremely concerning, and based on the kinds of stuff the guy is writing, he's probably not in his right mind. This could obviously be dangerous for Phil, especially since it's already pretty dark and he doesn't
Not dangerous enough for Phil to go home, though, apparently.
appear to have anything to defend himself with.
What?
As he gets ready to go to sleep in his tent, and he died. This could obviously be dangerous for Phil, especially since it's already pretty dark and he doesn't appear to have anything to defend himself.
Why not? Thank you for the 10 again.
With. As he gets ready to go to sleep in his tent, Phil walks back to the shelter once more, where he finds half a Gatorade bottle hanging from a string on the ceiling with a note in the same guy's handwriting that reads, "Watch out for Yeet Mouse. The dead do walk and talk." Understandably creeped out by yet another disturbing note, Phil tries to fall asleep in his tent, obviously a little on edge
After all this, bro, still gonna sleep here. I can't, bro. I can't.
from everything that happened that day. The last thing you'd want to happen if you were in Phil's position would probably be to start hearing strange noises near the shelter in the middle of the night, and that's exactly what happened. While he was falling asleep, he heard something moving near the shelter, and as he poked his head out of the tent, he saw a single guy with a headlamp walking around the shelter.
What?
Not wanting to find out if it was the same guy who had been leaving notes, he quietly made his way back to the truck in the middle of the night, checking over his shoulder the entire way to make sure he wasn't being followed. Luckily, he made it back home safely, and as of 2024, he hasn't uploaded another video about the strange notes he found on the Appalachian Trail. It's pretty likely that dozens of other hikers after him came across the disturbing notes and the dead duck, but we'll probably never know who exactly the guy who wrote them was, or what he would have done if he ran into any unsuspecting campers.
Yo, Phil, what's wrong with you, bro? What you doing, Phil?
Dad, I'm bored.
Let's count the smiles.
I see
What you
one,
mean you bored?
2, 3.
Amazon Freight can
What you mean
scale
you
with you.
bored?
Transparent pricing, simple booking.
Grizzly Gaz is a camping channel on YouTube consisting of dozens of videos featuring Gaz, the uploader, going on hiking and camping trips in the UK with his
GG.
French bulldog named Fendi. In a
You
lot
gonna
of his
bring your dog with you? Man. Yo, Duck with the 5 and Dia with the 5, thank you.
Videos, he goes camping in some pretty extreme conditions, and he often shows footage of his unexpected encounters with big animals in the middle of the woods. In April 2023, Gaz uploaded a video of a camping trip he made somewhere in the woods in the UK.
What you do?
The first part of the camping trip goes pretty much according to plan, with the footage showing Gaz setting up his tent and chopping wood to make a fire while his dog Fendi keeps him company as the sun begins to set. This next part wasn't shown in the footage, but as Gaz started to prepare his steak dinner over the fire, a random man in jeans and a coat approached his campsite and asked him for a beer and some food.
Right, we've got steaks on go now. Bit of ribeye, pot boiling for some mash, and I've got a visitor.
Yo, there's no way you're just that friendly to some random dude walking through the woods. JC with the 5, thank you.
Creeped up behind me asking me if I had a light. Me pants. This is Martin anyway. I don't know him, but he's stopping for a steak, so
just some random crate.
Bro, there ain't no way you just chilling there. Skeeter with the 5, thank you.
Wondering about.
You went round here in a poncho a couple of months ago, were you?
I don't think I was.
He's creating evidence in case he kills him. Well, I feel like your first thing would be just get out of there so you don't get killed to start with. But I don't know.
Although the encounter with the man itself was pretty tame, it's still pretty creepy to be camping in the woods in the middle of nowhere and suddenly be approached by a random guy asking for things.
Yeah!
If you listen closely to what he's saying, some of the guy's sentences are a little incoherent, and he appears to ramble a bit when he talks, almost like he's kind of out of it.
Yo, also
Later in the
with
footage,
25
Gaz
months.
reveals that Martin was homeless, and that as they shared their dinner, he told Gaz his story about how he had ruined his life with the drugs, and how he had ended up walking alone in the woods that day. Disturbingly, Gaz also mentioned that while they were having dinner, he turned around for a few seconds to chop some more wood to keep the fire going, and when he turned back around, Martin had left the campsite unannounced without even thanking Gaz for the food. After the strange encounter, the uploader decided to leave the campsite and head home out of fear that the man would possibly tell his friends about meeting some guy camping out in the middle of the woods with expensive filming equipment lying around and—
Okay, you know what? He's smart for that. At least he actually left and went home. Thank you so much for doing that, sir.
suggest robbing him or possibly worse. To see if Martin would come back in the middle of the night with possibly ill intentions, Gaz actually left a trail camera on the tree at the campsite to capture everything that happened that night. Based on his behavior, it's pretty hard to gauge Martin's intentions.
Wait, he left the trail cam behind to see if he actually came back? Ooh, he genius!
Whether he was just confused and possibly under the influence, or if he had something more sinister planned that evening. Either way, it's probably a good thing that Gaz left the campsite and didn't go back until the next morning, especially since, when he did go back, his trail camera that he had left was completely gone.
This is why you literally cannot trust nobody, bro. If he would have stayed sleeping there, that dude would have literally came back in the middle of the night.
Creepy Outdoors is a channel where the uploader frequently shows footage of his nighttime visits to sketchy outdoor locations during all 4 seasons. In October 2022, Creepy Outdoors uploaded a video of a camping trip he took to an unnamed forest in the middle of nowhere,
this is
recording
insane.
everything he saw as he explored some of the surrounding woods in the darkness.
What are you doing?
For the first few minutes, all you can hear is the guy's breathing, and you can't help but be kind of amazed at how brave it is to visit a dark forest in the middle
This
of—
is unreal that somebody would do this! Dragon with another 5, thank you!
nowhere all alone, not knowing if you're going to run into potentially hostile animals or something else. As the video progresses, the uploader makes a few comments and observations on his surroundings, and throughout the footage there doesn't appear to be anyone
What's his observations, man? Sure is dark out here tonight.
else in the forest with him. Around 13 minutes in though, an extremely disturbing sound takes the footage in a pretty dark direction.
Oh, it's 15 gifted. Yo, W Dragon with the 15 gifted. My fault. I thought that said 5. W Dragon with the 15. Seriously, I appreciate you for real. Thank you. W Dragon. Seriously, I appreciate that. What are you doing?
Oh, hi.
Sanity with the 10 gifted. W Sanity with the 10 gifted. Okay, first off, I would never be in this situation. But if I was in a situation where I was in the middle of the woods at night and this exact thing happened to me, I'm pretty sure I would instantly die from fear. That is like the creepiest thing. That's the creepiest thing that could ever happen to you in the middle of the woods. That is more creepy than hearing like a demon say it, but hearing like a voice like that say that as soon as you turn the light off is absolutely insane. He was so shocked, he said, what'd he say? Hi? Hey. Hey.
Oh.
Dude, listen. Dude, that's terrible. That's...
Oh, hi.
Bro said, oh, hi.
What? I need to get out of here.
You think?
Oh, boy.
Dalen with another 10, thank you.
Okay. That was creepy.
That was more than
I
creepy,
need to
buddy.
get out of here.
Dalen with another 5, thank you.
In the distance, probably a couple of 100 feet away from the uploader, a voice yells, "I see you."
That is so creepy.
It's possible that the disturbing sound was made by a coyote or a fox, but because it sounded so much like "I see you," it could have also been another camper trying to mess with the uploader and scare him.
True, it could have been that, but why would you do that to somebody? You know what I mean? Like, why? Yo, happy birthday, Minnie.
Because the YouTuber had been talking and making noise almost the whole time, he might have inadvertently alerted someone else who may have wanted to play a prank on him just for the fun of it. Still, it's...
Somebody just said for funsies. So you're the type of person that would do that? Bro, what is... Yo, chili cheek hamburger with 2,000 bits. Hey, Case, finally got to sub. Funny story. My wife, Meg D. Scallion, got me into you while I, too, was using a hockey puck for Wi-Fi 3 years ago. I'm sorry your previous military husband, Lucas, didn't work out, but maybe I can be your new boo thing. Lucas, what? Dude, Lucas, that was a... Dude, no! Flowing with the 5. Thank you. Kitty, you really help me on White on White every night, and we love watching you every night. Much love. From Meg D and Chili Cheese. Yo, W Chili Cheeks and Meg D Scallion. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate you too, Cheetah. That's cool. Appreciate you.
It's hard to imagine why anyone else would be wandering in the same secluded part of the woods as the uploader. What's most disturbing is that the person or animal or whatever it was that made the noise appeared to yell out right after the guy turned off his lamp.
That's creepy.
Almost as if they were waiting for that to happen to yell out something disturbing.
Chat, that's creepy.
Luckily, the uploader was able to make it back to his campsite safely and has continued uploading outdoor footage to this day.
So did you go back and you stay there overnight, or did you go home? Flowing with another 5. You ain't hitting that shot. You ain't hitting that shot. Okay, so you're using an aimbot. Got it.
Sam is a YouTuber from Cleveland, Ohio, who's been uploading videos of his stealth camping trips to his channel, The Northwest
Stealth camping?
Wind, since 2016. For those of you who don't know, stealth camping just means parking your camper van pretty much anywhere without paying for parking, and people do it anywhere from residential neighborhoods to the middle of nowhere.
Why?
In January 2024, Sam uploaded footage of his stealth camping trip to the woods in Cleveland, leaving his camper van at a local dog park a few hundred yards away. On his way into the woods, he finds a camping tent that's been shredded to pieces, which is honestly a little creepy, but he keeps going anyway.
Keeps going anyway.
After setting up his tent in the woods, he starts cooking dinner on a camping stove. As the sun starts to set, he sees a couple of people walking by the campsite, and this is when he mentions that he's getting a bad vibe and feels like he's possibly in danger from them.
So go ahead and leave.
Most experienced campers would probably tell you that if your gut is telling you something's wrong, you should probably call it a day and leave.
Excuse me, may I interject? I'm not an experienced camper, but I still agree that you should leave.
But Sam decided to stick it out for the night and kept on recording. As soon as he settles down in his tent to get some sleep, things start to get very creepy.
There's somebody, hang on. I don't know if they can see it or not through the tent. I don't think so. I'm leaning right up against the light, but somebody's walking around out there very close to the tent.
As the seconds pass by, the footsteps outside seem to get louder and louder. At one point, Sam calls out to whoever's out there, but at first he doesn't get a response. It's only after he calls out for about the 5th time that every camper's worst nightmare starts to become a reality for Sam.
They're walking around outside in circles.
Dude. That's when you get to Blicky and you just start shooting in every direction through the tent. I mean, come on, bruh.
Hello? Hello? Alright, I don't like this. Hello?
You don't?
Hello? Hello? They're touching.
Dude, okay, there is somebody in the middle of the woods making circles around your tent that you are sleeping in, and they are touching your tent, and you are saying hello. I would be saying, hey, I'm about to come outside and kill you. Why are you saying, or I'd act like somebody's in the tent with me. I'd say real loud, I'd say, honey, hand me the sawed-off shotgun. And I'd walk outside. You talk about some hello.
My tent.
Stop touching my tent. I'm in the middle of the woods by myself camping. Stop touching my tent, person I don't know in the middle of the woods. Buddy, do something else!
Hello?
Oh my goodness, man!
Hello?
Dog. Yo, sorry with the 10. Thank you. W, sorry with the 10.
Alright, I'm getting out of here.
You're getting out of here.
Hello? Hello? I don't know what this is, but we're getting out of here. Hang on. Hello? Okay, there.
Dude, this dude, it's like this video, this specific video, needs to be used as an example of what you want to do if you're trying to die in the middle of the woods. Yo, flowing with another 5, thank you.
Walking away now. What do you want? What do you want?
Bro, stop.
I have a knife.
Oh, good.
Where's my knife?
You tell them I have a knife, and then you say out loud, where is my knife? You just want to die!
What's me?
Brianna with the 5, thank you.
What's me here? Holy crap, get away, what do you want? Hello, I can't see you. Hello? Alright, I'm getting out of here, we're getting out of here.
One thing that a lot of people in the comments of Sam's video have pointed out is that if you're being stalked or attacked by a stranger in the middle of the woods, it's probably not a good idea to show weakness by saying things like, I can't see you, I'm spooked, and I don't like this. After this, the attackers
Jinx with the
apparently
vibe.
leave the campsite, but as soon as he steps out of the tent, Sam sees them standing eerily in the woods just a few feet away from him.
No way.
Collapsed my tent on me. I don't know which way they went. I think they went this way. I see you. Get away! All right, I'm spooked. Oh. Like this, get my headlamp on and we're getting out of here right now. They're just standing there. They're just standing there. What do you want? Leave me alone!
Dude, you are such a loser. I'm not gonna lie, you're a loser, dude. I'm not trying to be rude or nothing, but Lord have mercy, never go camping again. Buddy, you are at the bottom of the food chain. You are under frogs on the food chain. This is bad.
Completely freaking out after the disturbing encounter, he obviously decides to call it a night and head back to his van in the park, but things only continue to get worse for Sam.
All right, they're moving again. I don't know, I'm getting out of here. We're going. I'll come back for this some other time. All right, out of here. I'm leaving, don't follow me.
Dude, oh my goodness.
I don't know where to go. I don't know which way to get out of here.
I'm leaving, don't follow me. Bro!
I smell your cigarette. I can hear you.
Oh my,
I hear you.
Dude.
As he's making his way back to the park, he looks back at the campsite and sees the attackers stealing his things, but he decides to leave his stuff behind, terrified. As he's running through the woods now, he turns back and sees his attackers.
First thing I'm
chasing him.
doing, first off, I ain't gonna be out there in the first place. And if I didn't have a gun, I'd have like a machete with me. I'd jump out the dadgum tent. I'd be doing everything I can to get these. And you're over here talking about, hello, stop, leave me alone, hello, stop it, I'm scared, I'm spooked, hello, I smell your cigarette, I'm leaving, don't follow me, But bro, if you're in a dadgum situation like this, you need to come off like an absolute lunatic. Like they're walking around your tent, you'd wake up, huh? Man, I already killed 10 people tonight, I guess I gotta kill another one. And then you start unzipping the tent and they'll run away.
Yeah, man.
This has got to lead back to the main trail. I don't know where they are. I think it's all foggy up here. I got water in my headlamp.
Stop!
I don't know where to go. I don't see or hear anybody anymore. I hear them coming.
I wonder why. Because you're narrating every second of your life with a headlamp on.
Can't see the shadow. Here's a path. Okay, get me there. I'm recording all of this.
Oh.
I'm calling up police.
Oh my God.
All right, I'm back on the path. Back on the path. Okay. Okay. Get away from me!
After making it back to his van safely, he drove home and gave his viewers a recap of everything that happened. As you can imagine, a lot of people in the comments accused the uploader of staging the video, mentioning that nobody in their right mind would continue to record as they sprint through the woods in the dark. But his reaction seems pretty genuine to me. Different people act different ways in situations of stress.
Well, I'm here to tell you one thing, Bubba. This is the legitimate last way you ever want to react to anything.
As for who the two guys who stalked and attacked him were and what they wanted, that's really anyone's guess. If what they did to Sam was some kind of joke, that's a pretty messed up joke to play on someone. But
no, you know what? It's a good thing they played a joke on him, because maybe this scarred him enough to never go camping again, which is at his own benefit, because if he keeps going camping, this is bad.
As the uploader confirmed that they did end up stealing his stuff when he went back the following morning, it's also clear that looting the campsite wasn't really their main focus. We can't really know what they would have done to him if he hadn't run from the campsite, but at any rate, it's probably a good thing he did.
I'm the guy who robbed him, it's true. What?
At any rate, it's probably a good thing he did. Love Sundays is a camping channel on YouTube run by a guy.
I'm sorry, I paused like 50 times this video, don't care. That last video is the most insane what not to do video I've ever seen in my life. I can't. I cannot believe someone would react like that. I can't. That is unbelievable. That is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
Named Sean, who uploads some pretty cool footage of his solo camping trips everywhere in the UK. In February 2024, he uploaded a video where he left his van on the side of the road next to the woods, and then went to do some exploring, jumping over a fence to walk through the woods. After that, Sean makes his way back to his van to make dinner, where he then heads out once again for an evening stroll through the woods. Upon his return to the van, he goes to bed at about 9 p.m., but at 3 in the morning, things start to get a little disturbing.
Get away from me!
I'll see you in the morning.
I'm calling the police!
Good night.
Get away from me!
A car's just pulled up.
Yo, pal with the 5.
And it sounds like they're walking around the van.
As soon as Sean pulls back the curtains, the people who were walking around the van get back in their car.
At least this dude's smart enough to sleep in the van.
When he put his head out the window to see what was going on, the car drove away, leaving him alone for the rest of the night. It wasn't until the next morning that Sean realized what the visitors had done to his van.
Right, well I think we should at least go outside and see how miserable the weather is. My door's stuck. What the actual... See that?
Huh?
So here's... There's obviously just people wanting to talk about and just be funny, I guess, but how dangerous is that? Locking someone in their van? Let me check the back door.
Dude, why would somebody do that?
Nothing on this one because they wouldn't have been able to tie it to anything, would they? There's no way they could have done that door anyway.
What is wrong with you?
Why someone would want to lock a stranger in their van is anyone's guess.
It's fake. The reason I think this isn't fake is because this is such a small thing. I don't see any reason that you would fake something this small.
And the only reasonable explanation I can think of is that maybe they were trying to steal the diesel from the van and put the zip ties on the door in case Sean realized what was happening and attempted to get out to stop them. It could have also been a local who didn't want anyone parking their camping van in that area, but we'll likely never know. Luckily, after he cut the zip ties off, he made it back home unharmed and has continued uploading videos of his camping adventures in the UK.
That is crazy.
Probably been in this position before. You're playing your favorite Roblox game, and you want to spend some Robux so that you can take yourself...
The Facts by HowToHunt.com is a channel dedicated
I'm still not over the one before that van one. I'll never get over that as long as I live.
Sharing knowledge about the outdoors and encouraging people to explore the wilderness.
Hey, bro got
In January
motion.
2022, a pretty terrifying video was uploaded to the channel in which a group of teenagers can be seen reacting to some strange sounds coming from somewhere in the woods.
I hear it. Get Trevor.
Trevor? Oh, y'all are good. You got Trevor with you. You good. You ain't got to worry about nothing. You got Trevor in your group with you? Oh, no, you ain't scared of nothing. Yo, I'm about to pass out. Yo, hold on. Hey! Yo! Yo, listen. Y'all hear that? That is 100% just somebody in the woods trying to scare them. That's 100% what that is. Ain't no doubt about it, bruh. Yo, happy birthday, Leiden. Thank you. I can do that. You ready? Hold on. I can make the exact same noise. You ready? Watch this. I'ma try. Matter of fact, it was me. That's 100% a person just messing with him.
Hey!
Wait a minute.
Hey!
That was not an elk.
Dude, that one is so funny. I'm sorry. Oh, that's a dog right there. It's a dude and his dog in the woods making noise. The dude is going, and then his dog is going, That's exactly what it is.
Get my keys. Oh, get ready.
Nah, it's just Bigfoot.
Everybody, get in my truck.
Hey, bro, you a superhero?
You're out in the woods in the middle of the night, it can be easy to mistake certain animal noises with human screams. Foxes, coyotes, and bobcats are all known to make sounds that can sometimes be hard to tell apart from human yelling.
Yeah, I don't know, bro.
In this case, I don't know of any animal that can make that kind of noise.
I think that's a mix between a person and a dog making noise.
When you consider how loud the banging on the trees was. Elk are known to rub their antlers against trees, but it obviously doesn't sound that loud or menacing. A lot of people in the comments of the video have mentioned that the sounds aren't too different from human screams, and it could have just been a man screaming in the woods in the middle of the night.
Yeah, did somebody clip how close I was? Let me see how close I was. Somebody clip that? I mean, I can debunk this right here and see if that was a person. Let me see. Maybe it's this. I can do that. You ready? Hold on. I can make the exact same noise. You ready? Watch this. I'ma try. That is insane! That was a human. That's a human. We can 100% verifiably verify that's a human-made noise because I just recreated it. Only difference is there was some echo in the background. Try. Yo, that's hard. Yo, Edna with the 26 gifted subs. Lord have mercy. Yo, give me some W's for Edna with the 26 gifted. Appreciate you, Edna. W, Edna, for real. I appreciate that. Seriously, thank you, Edna. Thank you. W, Edna, for real. Appreciate that. Man, these videos, chat, I'm telling you, these videos goated, bro. See, because these ones are actually scary because, you know, it's actual stuff going on and not like some ghost action.
Although that's also pretty messed up in itself.
True, yeah. I don't know what he said, but that's true. Yeah, it is messed up.
Even though some viewers have claimed the video is staged, the uploader's reactions seem pretty genuine in this case. And the only thing we can say for sure is that it's probably a good thing that the guys didn't run into whoever or whatever.
Man, bro, this channel got some bangers on it, bruh.